I am a woman. I am writing to you about your campaign to furnish Revolution newspaper subscriptions to prisoners. I think that it's a wonderful idea, and I pledge $25 a month for the next 12 months to the campaign. I am a woman. About 8 years ago, I was locked up in 2 federal institutions in Florida for nearly 3 years. Part of the misery of incarceration is the complete, total control the oppressor has over the type of media and information you're exposed to. Television is allowed, but as we all know, that type of media exposure is not only unenlightening, but promotes the same values and worldviews and only leads to fantasy-like expectations. In prison, people are constantly inundated with the message that they're all messed up, and that the decisions they made in their lives led them to these tragic circumstances, and that if they had behaved better, they wouldn't be in this situation. Well, I for one realize that a lot of the reasons that many people are incarcerated is because they have learned their world outlook from the media, the schools, and society overall that promote look out for number one and get money and material possessions however you can, and it doesn't matter who it hurts. Most of the women locked up are there for offenses dealing with drugs or taking money in one way or the other. Unfortunately, many of these women are locked up and separated from their children because of their involvement with men in their lives. Also, most of the women are foster children as youth and were molested and abused in their developing years. This newspaper represents the outlook of the oppressed in this country and world. It shows us which side we're on and the only way towards liberation for ourselves and the oppressed around the world. This information is so very needed behind prison walls. I'm not saying the information is going to widely be embraced by the population, but there are some women there who see that this system we're living under is not working in their interest. In the institution where I was locked up, 50% of prisoners were Latina. This information that many people don't know in the world. They were desperately poor in their countries and saw selling and distributing drugs as a way to take care of their families. In many ways, that was their only choice because the local economies were driven by demands of the United States. I learned of this by reading the revolutionary press. I think the women locked up should be exposed to this information and realize that this system cannot and will not create a good and happy life for them and their children, and that the only future they can expect in the present system is some form of misery for themselves and people in their class. It won't change with the color of the president. We have to change the world, but we must understand it first.